Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Sidemen React video. Yes, this one is the top 10 most extreme hoarders. So, as you may know, I'm a bit of a pack rat myself. I save a lot of stuff, but mostly because it's like, oh man, I was like, I could use it for a video later on in the future, and then what do you know, later on comes and I'm like, I'm so glad I saved it. But also at the same time, I'm like, why do I still have certain stuff? Like, I don't know, but I'm not bad. It's just some things I'm bad at. I'm like, but I want but it's like, oh, and then, but oh. So, so I'm a little bit of a pack rat sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. So with that being said, these are extreme hoarders though. So it's like, if you remember that show Hoarders, I don't remember where it came out on, but like literally their house is just filled with God knows what, and like you can't even live in there. It's bad. It gets bad sometimes. So we gonna see some of the extreme ones. So let's go.
Oh my God!
Get this off the screen.
How do you even move? Like, where are you going? Like, what? Look at that!
Welcome back to Sidemen Reacts. Today you have myself, Simon, Harry, and Ethan, and we are
Christy!
reacting to the craziest
hoarders.
Are you guys hoarders?
Zerk is a hoarder.
Josh is a hoarder. Josh definitely.
Yeah.
Josh is a hoarder. I get sent so much shit, I try and disperse it amongst my peers.
I'm a little bit of a hoarder.
You know, if companies send you shit, do you keep a lot of it?
No, I've started getting rid of it.
Every company, like, send me more stuff.
Yeah, I
guys.
do. Clearly, these guys do not, apart from Harry. So,
I keep the dope shit. Like, for Ghost of Tsushima or whatever it is, I don't know.
A great promo you've done there from.
Yeah. They're essentially like it's PlayStation bottle of sake. That's cool.
It's ass.
Yeah.
It's ass.
Is it?
It tastes like ass.
Okay, well, that's the thing. I just kept it in his box, but see, like the rest of the things, I try and disperse it amongst mates.
Unless I have a use for it, it's going. I don't have space for that.
Listen,
man.
I just like seeing my
Understandable,
friends
like,
happy, you know? That's what I'm doing.
Well, you're giving out tote bags and.
Well, let's see if any of these are crazier than us.
Letting go may be hard, but
I think they will be.
Already.
Yes.
And today,
Yeah, just a bit.
we're looking at the wildest
It's like Martin
episodes
Cow's kitchen
of
after a
TLC's
bath.
Bro, that is every day. Every day,
Some
bro.
of the worst clutter in the show's run, something crazy happened in the episode, or
No, we might
both.
be using that coffee for
Number
next year,
10,
bro.
this house culture. The show
What?
is no stranger to emotional situations, but one of the most upsetting was in this season 4 episode. When the 65-year-old mother of 3 children passes away, it's down to the adult kids Amy, Cheryl, and Jimmy to clear
nightmare.
up the clutter and
think we find out why she
own
passed
house
away.
in the aftermath of her death.
Probably from this, bro.
Probably
Probably
this.
alive or something.
I actually want to know,
so
right?
bad.
Like, I want to know.
While Jimmy lived
Did
with
that
her mother
house?
and knew the
Like,
true
did they
extent-
actually live in that house like that?
Yeah, the woman
Yeah,
lived in it.
hoarders do. That's the thing. They really do.
Started, do you just chuck one thing in a room?
You just never tidy up, I think, and then it just gets like to a point where you're just like, what's the point? It's already a mess. Make it more of a mess.
But what, you get something, you literally just drop it on the floor.
Yeah,
That's
she
what I
just-
mean.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
just-
imagine. Like, I've dropped things on the floor before, but only because I'm gonna tend to it later.
Yeah, but people don't get round to tending to it later. That's their issue. Like,
Yeah,
you are
so-
disciplined
yeah,
enough
yeah.
to do that.
What are you dropping on the floor?
Like a night out or something, you just drop your jacket on the floor and jump into bed. That
Yeah,
kind of
stuff
thing.
like that.
Yeah.
And also,
Stop.
say if I get a load of parcels are waiting for me or something, I'll come in, like drop or like letters or whatever, just drop it on the table or something, and leave it there because I know I'm gonna get to it once I'm back in later or something.
This is grim. This is like pizza boxes and shit.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
number 10. It's gonna get worse as well.
The 2 sisters had no idea. It's difficult to watch them come to terms with the way their mother lived and died, and even more so when the biohazard team begin to throw out all the deceased
That's like
Cynthia's
2006.
many possessions.
I just miss her so much. Yeah, and you loved her. She was my mom.
Number 9, 3 apartments, 3 hoarders.
These are all lesbian novels. They're going to your clubhouse.
Lesbian novels.
How many lesbians we got here?
At least 4 to 6 that live here, couples.
In a first
Come on.
recording,
way she
this
said
episode
that.
featured 3 hoarders all living in separate apartments in the same apartment building. Even more bizarre, the 3 of them were all completely unaware that they
don't
were
get
living
how
so
people
close to
want
people who
everything
suffered from the
that they
same
come into
problem.
contact with.
There are more lighthearted moments this time around.
How'd you live like
as one
this?
struggles to part with her collection of
Like,
lesbian erotica,
do you-
and
do
many
you
of the
reckon they look at
workers
every
resort
item
to
and think,
throwing items out of
I
the
need that
windows
at
to
some
get them
point?
out of
Yeah.
the
That's
building.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is?
Throwing things away.
Because it's
Like
like
that. Oh,
you-
that metal tray. I need that.
Well, I have a bunch of wires that I could throw out.
Yeah, no, Simon, I've got a wire drawer.
Yeah, but I guess it's just that on a big scale.
Yeah,
and I've also got,
yeah.
like, you know, like the classic bloke drawer. Like, I've got a bloke drawer that just has shit in it,
Yeah.
but it's only confined to that drawer.
Yeah, but it's just that on a big scale.
Yeah,
isn't it?
because
like,
you
you stop there, they stop
yeah.
at the house.
Yeah,
Like, twice a year, I might need
You'll
something
clear it
out
out,
the
right?
bloke drawer, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Just a
because
random
we have
loose
one of those
battery you
too.
need.
Or-
Yeah,
we have one.
Like, elastic bands.
I didn't think if we had two or not, but it's just it's just the one.
Donate it with your name on it.
Throughout the episode, tension remains high between the hoarding trio
Americans
and the owner
used
of
to
the
lead, you know.
community complex,
Different breeds.
who desperately wants things cleaned up. Number 8, Theyre Crawling. Audiences frequently find themselves wondering how the residents of these hellish homes manage to live in them without getting sick.
Oh.
Evident in season 4, when 2 people working on TLC's cleanup crew virus while filming this episode. While not contagious from human to human, it's spread through
They
breathing in
caught the
air
virus while cleaning her fucking room.
The
out.
hantavirus.
Oh, this is outrageous.
contaminated by the virus,
No,
which comes from the fecal matter and urine of some
Yeah, I was
rodents.
like,
The virus is a disease which is spread by rodents, and when you go through processes like cleaning a home, sweeping, vacuuming, these sorts of things, it goes into the air.
Kay's home was absolutely riddled with pests, including snakes and possums.
What?
And
Okay, okay, hell
she would
nah,
still barely
hell
admit that she had
nah.
a problem, even when her own home had to be completely
I don't
quarantined.
know.
Like, where are you sleeping at that
Stuff
point?
for 10 years. It was, at one point, something important to me.
Number
how you-
7.
Oh my god.
Okay, look at how are you saying that? That ain't hoarding.
Host to an array of furry friends, but hoarder Michelle took
Look at
What
that.
the fuck?
to a new level in her
This is
aptly
filth.
titled
That's not
episode.
hoarding.
Property investors want to buy her home, but soon discover that Michelle's problem has damaged the house to its core, as it is absolutely
Wow,
teeming
you
with
living in
rats.
that?
We pulled out big rats, small rats,
How
medium
do you
sized
live in
rats,
that? Like, do you just
spiders,
step over?
and
What?
other little flying
Ew.
creatures.
Oh my
And, of
god.
course,
That makes me
She's
feel
also
Ew.
technically
Oh,
homeless,
possums! I
but
love
seems
a possum. Look at the possum.
Harry.
Oh, possums are so cute.
Harry.
I love possums.
when you get a
able
pet
to
possum.
accept it as a teacher.
Harry would get a
I'm not
pet
joking.
possum.
Kick
Perhaps
possum.
the episode's
Don't
worst
kick my
moment
possum,
comes
bro.
at the beginning, as Michelle gives her
Sorry.
I can eat
kitchen,
crossbar with possum.
showing the
That was the
filthy
cutest
pots
thing
and
I've ever
pans
seen
she
from
still
Harry.
uses to cook with to the cameras.
Oh, pots and pans.
She said she
all in
cooks
the
with them.
kitchen. I use this to make quiche.
Karen isn't the only victim of her hoarding. Her 2 young sons are
How
quoted
much
as
for you to
saying
try
they
that
feel
quiche?
trapped in her nightmare
Allow
home.
it.
I think my mom might struggle with hoarding. I feel like I'm trapped inside.
You know what? I'd rate it if it was like in a organised manner. Like you kept all your shit, but at least
Yeah.
it's like in a
That's
at
what
least
Josh
it's in
does.
order.
Yeah,
This,
yeah.
Look at the look at the state of this shit. Like what's
Say you could go to a room and you say this is stuff from 1968 or like it's all
yeah.
done in like years. Like you've
Look,
kept
there-
it organised.
Look at that monitor, by the way. Look at the
What's an
plate.
old Mac?
Oh shit, it's a Mac. Look at the Apple thing.
What
Kids,
the?
look. Oh, do you want to come round after school and play some video games? Yeah, I'll come round.
And then you see
what, you
this.
sat there.
He literally said he feels trapped.
Bro, his mate looks fuming, bro. Look, he's got the.
That's his brother, I
He's thinking,
think.
Why the fuck am I here?
Should have done my homework.
It begins with the kid taken away by Child Protective Services because of concern for their well-being, with Sharon offered the ultimatum that if she doesn't clean up her act within 48 hours, she will not regain custody of her
48
boys.
hours.
But the situation is also notable
a
for
weak
reducing
job.
psychologist Dr. Becky Beaton to tears when she sees the sick and neglected family dog soon rehomed by
But see
the
how
SPCA.
she's smiling walking around the gap.
Number 5, worst I've
Like,
ever
makes
seen.
them
even
happy.
if
Kieran's home was
even if
thrown
one
into
thing's out of
crisis.
place, bro, it irks me. Like I come in the door
Yeah.
and I know something's off. But these people are walking around smiling, Simon. I'd off myself. No, I'm not even. I'm not in cabin. If I had to come back to that, bro,
Sort of therapy.
maybe, bro.
Listen, you're clean at the end of the day. That's all that matters.
Watching her smile walking around that is making me angry.
Understandable, Ethan. I can see that, yeah.
They found it severely damaged without running water and full of cat feces. One code enforcer couldn't even stand to be in the
See,
building
look,
without throwing up.
lads, I'm gonna go
Karen's
off. She can't
realization that
walk,
the
yeah,
home
but a gaff looks like that.
condemned is
What are
heartbreaking.
you doing?
Meanwhile,
She
in the
lost
same
her
episode,
husband, bro.
Teresa
She's going through a hard
struggles to balance
time.
Get it,
shopping
bro.
compulsion with her chronic fatigue syndrome, meaning her house is completely overrun with junk and her illness renders her unable to clean.
Oh well, that she.
Okay,
well, Bez, I
right.
hope you're happy now, bro. She's got an illness and she can't clean.
Well, get someone
and you've
to do
just
it
made fun of her.
then. Like it's still like get someone to say, hey, can you come and help? Can you clean this gaff up instead of doing an obstacle course every day? She wants it.
She wants it. That's
She wants it there.
That's she wants it.
Otherwise, she would have dropped a text to someone and said, "Hey, please, can we clean this gaffer up?" She hasn't.
Number 4.
No.
I Can't Breathe. Another mother at risk of losing custody of her child was Lorena, whose own sister was attempting to have 10-year-old Alexia put into her care out of concern for the child's well-being.
That child deserves better.
Lorena's hoarding has tragic beginnings, all stemming from when her ex-boyfriend brutally assaulted and raped her 5 years earlier.
Oh no! You know what? I got to address this. I nearly chuckled there, but it wasn't because of the thing. It was just it came out of left field. I want to just clear that up before we carry on.
I probably wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for one of my daughters. She saved me.
Number 3, Is That a Goat?
What?
A show with
Is that a dog?
horrors reaches extremes
so
with
random.
Joyce and her collection of antique dolls. When her marriage fell apart,
no.
she turned to the dolls for comfort.
you're fucking tapped.
And despite
Yeah,
running out of
tapped.
money and
You're so
losing her
tapped.
job, she continues to buy as many of these dolls as she can get her hands on.
That's the thing I've never understood. If they don't have any money, where the frick are they getting it from? That's the one thing I've never understood.
Someone or even something smiling at you all the time.
The episode's other hoarder is Donnie, a retired Marine who doesn't just have his own personal junkyard,
Sounds
but
like
also
snakes,
a
isn't
lively
it?
herd of goats.
Is that a fire truck? That's a fire truck. Is that a goat? Yep.
Okay, is that a goat?
Donnie feels under siege
Yeah,
from the
go.
county, from which he
Yep.
has amassed thousands of fines and 2 jail sentences. Number 2, Just Tear It Down. Kieran's neglected dog may have ultimately been adopted by a vet after being removed from her home.
Oh my
The
God!
outcome wasn't nearly
is
so pleasant
upsetting.
for Doug and Darlene.
Oh, you prick.
Sickeningly,
Oh, I didn't
in
wanna
this
see that on a
episode, the
Tuesday.
cat's mummified remains were found trapped underneath a heavy dresser, where it had perished 2 years earlier.
2 years.
Fucking hell, man.
You
That
prick.
is Rat Cat.
Stop showing. Oh my god.
The hardest moment was when we found the Rat Cat. I don't even, she wasn't even the cat, she was our child.
And that's not the worst of it. They also have a broken septic tank, which means the house is steadily overflowing with
Fuck
raw
their
sewage
septic
and
tank.
human waste.
Bro.
To the
Blur the
point
cat in
where
the video. We don't want to
demolition
blur
seems
the
like
Yeah.
cat. Blur the cat. Blur the cat.
Oh, that's a
Before we
see, that's
unveil our
ruined my
top
day.
pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
It has to change. It has to change.
It's time to go.
What? So you come in the door every day? What now? Because there's a camera on you, it's got to change, has it?
And I need
Fuck
some
off.
help to fix it.
Look at the
The
state of
city
it.
declared her home unlivable,
Alright.
and the power, gas,
We'll
and
do that,
water
Doc. Go
were
on,
shut
look what
off.
you did.
Oh my God!
Get this off the screen.
Jesus.
Just thing on top of thing
How
on
do you
top of
even
thing.
move? Like, where are you going? Like, what? Look at that!
Oh, I'm just off the bed.
Stuff here.
Let me climb.
Yeah.
Number 1, sleeping in a dumpster.
Old milk. This one is from June, so that's like 7 months, 7 months ago.
Inarguably
happy
the
with that, then?
craziest episode of all, stubborn hoarders and deadly clutter weren't the only dangers people had to worry about. Laura is attempting to clean her home with the help of her sons and the show's crew. But their lives are threatened when a fire breaks out in her garbage-filled kitchen.
Oh,
Harry,
shit.
Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
that
I
would
know.
be Harry.
It's what you done yesterday, bro.
Get the fire extinguisher. Well, we have a fire extinguisher at least.
Somebody
They probably have 30, but they're all old.
which was
Yes,
covered
but
in
Harry, you
newspapers
wrapped
and
the
other
fire in
flammable
tissue and put it
materials,
in a bin.
leaving them struggling to extinguish the fire, or else the entire house will go up in flames. They eventually manage to stop the blaze, but it makes for one of the most intense moments in the show's whole run.
I mean, it could have gotten ugly real fast. And what's on the floor? Trash, papers, plastic.
That's angered me.
Guys, if you watch this and you're
Don't
even a
live
wee
like
bit
this.
of a, if you're a wee bit of a hoarder, this is your sign. This is it.
Oh
Stop.
God.
Bin your stuff,
Oh.
lads.
Yeah,
Sort through it.
Put your shit in the bin. You don't need it, believe me.
Alright, nice. Well, see you guys next time.
Okay, but like the stuff well, it's not like hoard, but I guess the stuff that I keep is like Halloween costume stuff, like, you know, like the wigs that I have, or like, you know, that's actually stuff I'm actually gonna use because I do videos. so it's not bad. At least, like, cause you know, I have like, so like, you see my house, it's pretty clean. Like I keep my portion of the house clean. There's just like a couple things like here and there that like just boxes, but I mean, I actually need those boxes because so when I do plan on moving, I actually want to have because I want to put my PC back in the nice box, so then when I move, it's like not gonna get destroyed or anything. So that's the only thing. Like that's the only thing I can really think of, like that I'm like, okay, because I do plan on moving someday, and who knows when? I don't know when, But, you know, because, like, I'm not going to live in my parents' house forever. Someday I will move, but who knows when? Like I said, I don't know when, but someday I will. Who knows? God, I know I'm weird, but but like, see, stuff like that, and like, see, like years ago, I just like, I finally like was like, you know, I was like, why do I have this? I was like, why do I have all this shit? So one summer, between like, I don't remember what grade it was, but like that summer, I just like legit cleaned my room, cleaned my closets, cleaned everything, and so I've kept it pretty decent. Like, you know, like stuff is in its place. You know, I mean, because this is where I keep, like, my, because I bought my sister's Xbox 360, so I keep the games in here, and I keep the console in here, so, like, stuff that I don't use, but also, if I ever do want to use it, like, it's in a nice, like, it's, you know, it's in a dresser, it's nice and clean, you know, it's not, like, just out and about doing whatever, it's, like, stuff has, like, that's the thing, stuff has its, like, place in my house. It's got a set little place. It's like, okay, so it's gaming stuff there, blah, 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 you know, just like that. But other than that, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see all you beautiful, wonderful people in my next video. All right, bye.